ashram system, like the four stages are there of Indian ashram system. First one, brahmacharya, from the age of 1 and up to 25 years. After that, grahasthashram, 26 to 51 and 50, and after vanprasthi, 51 to 75. Another one, 76 onwards, it is a sannyas one. Brahmacharya is there. So it is a sort of after 5 years, 7 years and 9 years, like boys or least girls, they used to go for, you can say, especially boys, Upanayan Sanskar, Brahmin in case of 5 years, 7 years in case of Kshatriya and 9 years in case of Vaishya. So they were joining, you can say, ashrams and gurukuls of sages and rishis and like that. Okay, and in the meantime, they had to go through education, or you can say knowledge, and you can say archeries, skills, and so many things were there. And after that, they had to go and joining grahasthashram. They had to go in a family way, and santanotpatti, and you can say next generation. Another one, after you can say completion of grahasthashram, they had to join vanprasthi. It was in between sannyas and you can say grahasthashram. They can live with the family, and they have to you can say relations with the societal members, like that. Okay, so ultimately they had to perform family duties and responsibilities as well, societal responsibility. After that, after 75, and they had to leave their homes, and you can say for the sake of nation, for the sake of the country. It was a pretty very much clear, and division was there, and what to do and what to do. So whatever the principles were there, and you can say character building, like the warrant system, and equally important one being birth. A warrant system was decided, or it was based on karmas, theory of karmas, like padhe or padhai, or you can say for the sake of goddess Saraswati, and goddess of learning, goddess of knowledge, spirituality, everything, and you can say goddess of truth, like that. Padhe or padhai, Brahman. It is a sort of knowledge. Knowledge is infinite. Knowledge is anant. It was sort of a journey of infinity, and it was a just endless process. Those who were saying that we are knowing everything, and it means that he or she doesn't know anything. And our first Prime Minister Pandit Nehru had written in Discovery of India. And if you just go through the preface, and he has written well that there was a person in Egypt. He was saying, and he was having a pot that, and it was a light was burning. You can say मस्तक पे लिखा होता था, या you can say this forehead लिखा होता था कि मैं दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा विद्वान व्यक्ति हूँ. I am a wisest person in the world. Then Nehru has commented like that he was not knowing anything, even a single drop of ocean. It means he was knowing that knowledge is so infinite, so vast that nobody can cover that. If you are knowing, you can say chemistry, then you are not knowing physics. If you are knowing physics, maths is not. And social sciences are there, economics there, political system, social sciences are there, meteorology is there, metallurgy is there, alchemy is there. So, my dear, it was a vast enough. So Brahmanism is a sort of a state of affair about knowledge, about information, and like it is so infinite that our sages commented that Brahmanism is a state of affair in search of excellence, in search of knowledge, in search of learning, like that. So it is a sort of journey of infinite. After that, those who are protecting the land, protecting the nation and boundaries of a country, known as a Kshatris, क्षेत्र की रक्षा करे क्षत्रिय. They were warrior, they were kings, they जो व्यापार चला है, बनिया, वैश्य, Chettiar, Shettiar, like that we are knowing such type of terminology and all over in the country, especially India. And then ultimately his job was greater one. His job was greater one because he was serving the society by earning money, by providing you can say value addition. And taxes or major taxes were you can say a country was getting from you can say this community, along with minor taxes from other three one system was there. And last remaining was Shudras. He was not touchable, intouchable, he was not lower somewhere. He was this class was service provider class. This class was service provider. It was a promotional system. Those are indulging in like suppose from lower state. This is the fourth one. I will not like lower state. Suppose he was in fourth stage. So ultimately he was service provider. LordKrishna said that I am a Sudra. So people said that he was a great Shudra. He was a service provider. He was driving the chariot of Arjuna, great warrior Arjuna. So ultimately, you can say, like Charak was from, you can say, this fourth stage, and he rose to the excellence in Takshila, and he was a colleague of Professor Charak, Vishnu Gupta Charak was there. Professor Charak had written great treatise in Ayurveda. So ultimately, it was based on karmas, not you can say birth and jnana, like that. Okay. Another issue is the ethical dilemma. Like as I said you, that ethos is like a science of character, science of do's and don'ts are there. What is right and wrong is there. So in this way we can explain this theory like Indian ethos and value system to great extent. What are the rights are there? We know that what is the right is there, and everything like rules and regulations, whatever judiciary all over the world are there. They are based on value system and character and ethos. Like mind character is a dharma. Dharma means character. Like a dharma means dharana. A character of a teacher. You a character of a student, like that. Character of a doctor. Character of a peasant. Character of a farmer. Characterist, like that. Are thinkers and philosophers like that. So just cherish the dharmas, ideals of dharma, ideals of teacher, ideals of whatever character of every person is there. Character means charitra. अगर आपका करेक्टर जिंदा है तो आप जिंदा हैं. Otherwise if you don't have character, you don't have you can say certain rules and regulations are there. If you are not knowing you can say your periphery in terms of character, what to do and what not to do. Ethos is telling about what are your boundaries. What are your boundaries? Just restrict within, just work within your boundaries. Like people are involved in, like several people, they escaped from this country after embezzlement of bankruptcy, or you can say wrong things are there. So it means they cross boundary, जिसको कहते हैं लक्ष्मण रेखा. आप हम सब एक अपनी लक्ष्मण रेखा में ही रहें, विद इन लक्ष्मण रेखा. वी मस्ट नो द बाउंड्रीज ऑफ व्हाट टू डू एंड व्हाट नॉट टू डू. Science of what to do or not to do. Science of character. Another way, like you can say ethical dilemma. If you are clear in your ethos, it means you are clear what to do, and there shouldn't be any dilemma, ethical dilemma. Like ethical dilemma, when right things are there and wrong things are there. But somewhere ethical dilemma may be there when larger interests of the people, your country, like somewhere. So you must be ethically very strong. Character wise, you must be strong. You must be knowing what to do and what not to do. Ethical. Sometimes situational ethics is there. Situational ethos are there. In one place, this is right. In another place, this is right. And plenty of large number of case studies are there. Caselets are there. One case is fit in one situation, but it is failed in another situation, because you are pretty clear in your ethos, what is right and what is wrong. And in that way, if you are cherishing your ideals and goals and philosophy of life, it is a better and finest one. If you are confused, you are not knowing the nonsense of ethos, Indian ethos especially, we have several lords for them. Like Lord Rama is there, Maryada Purushottam, LordKrishna is there, or you can say Nishkam Karma, theory of Nishkam Karma. Think in terms of attachment and detachment. If you are just doing any job with a detachment, whomsoever is coming to you are coming, then you are delivering best, you are delivering 100% to them in terms of services, in terms of product, in terms of anything you are delivering. Then you must be pretty clear. Okay, Nishkam Karma, detachment. Like another point is okay. Before that, value system. What is your value system? Like vision statement, mission statement. They are coming from value system of a country. What are the good things are there? Vision, hazy dreams are there. In years to come, you have to achieve these goals and those goals. Elders like Jamshedji Tata, 150 years back. Okay, so my dear, just whatever mission statement coming from the society, well-being of the society, give back to the society. So my dear, always think and rethink. कहते हैं कि just while I am just pointing finger at you, three fingers are pointing towards me. तो same thing is that कहते हैं एनालिसिस करिए, अपनी एनालिसिस करिए, आत्म अवलोकन करिए, सेल्फ एनालिसिस, इंट्रो इंस्पेक्शन, आत्मनिरीक्षण, इंट्रो इंस्पेक्शन. हम अपने को देखें, कहीं हमने कोई गलत तो नहीं किया. कंसेप्ट ऑफ काइजन, concepts of TKM, Kaizen, constantly improve yourself. Like if you are just looking at yourself, just see in the mirrors and just see your eyes. See your eyes, I tell you. Then again, ask from yourself when, where, why. Like that, several questions are there. If you are using these question marks, certainly you will improve. And your persona will improve. Ultimate, you can say in terms of mansa, vacha, karmana, confidence will reflect in your face like that. Okay, confident persona will come like that. Again, values are deep-seated. Values are deep-seated ideas collected in your brain, reflected in terms of behavior. Like suppose anything all of a sudden is happening, what are your comments are there? They are coming from your heart, not from brain, coming from heart. If value system is better words are coming, better gestures are there. किसी से गलत, अरे भाई क्या करते हैं, माशाल्लाह क्या करते हैं, ठीक है बेटे ऐसा ना करना, क्या है, गुड gesture, good value system. If again all of a sudden you are abusing somebody else, what is then? It means in your brain you can say wrong things are collected like that. So that's why, or you can see your reflection, your behavior is wrong one, going in wrong direction. Because of your value system is negative mindset is there, negative attitude is there. If it is positive enough, certainly your behavior is better one. लोग कहते हैं कि आपने सोचा कैसे, because value system was you can say how you were reared, what was your sanskaras, what was how were you were nurtured, your mom and dad. I tell you, कहते हैं ना कि माँ होती है ना, कहते हैं कि हैव यू सीन ए पॉटर, हैव यू सीन ए पॉटर, कहते हैं कि एक टीचर और माँ में कोई फ़र्क नहीं है, दोनों टीचर। ए लेडी इज़ द बेस्ट मैनेजर ऑफ द वर्ल्ड, बेस्ट मैनेजर। ए गॉड हैज़ यू कैन से गिवन बर्थ टू ए लेडी, ए बेस्ट मैनेजर। उसको सब मालूम होता है। आई डोंट नो व्हाट इज़ हैपनिंग इन माय हाउस, ईदर माय मदर इज़ नोइंग और माय वाइफ इज़ नोइंग। बेस्ट मैनेजर ऑफ द वर्ल्ड। जस्ट सी ऑल द फंडामेंटल्स ऑफ मैनेजमेंट आर planning is there. Planning is, organizing is there, staffing is there, directing is there, control is there. Ultimatum mein. Then safety stock, buffer stock, ordering, reordering, from where to buy, how and what to buy, what not to buy. बच्चे की फीस जमा करनी, यहाँ जाना, वहाँ जाना, रिलेशंस में जाना। तो ऑल दिस थिंग्स दे आर मैनेज बाय ए लेडी, none else than better manager of the world. Shakespeare said that she for hearth, hearth माने चूल्हा, she for hearth and he for field. And earlier it was decided, but now because of globalization, because things are changing, and now she is playing a new role, confident lady, modern lady, and yet you can say a sort of one step backward, one step conservative. तीज हैं, त्यौहार हैं, फेस्टिवल्स हैं, रिलेशंस हैं, यहाँ जाना है, वहाँ जाना है, यहाँ मिठाई भेजनी, यहाँ क्या भेजना, सब हैं। रिश्ते क्या हैं? रिश्ते जिंदा हैं लेडी, बिकॉज ऑफ ए लेडी। तो जस्ट थिंक इन यू कैन से फैमिली वे। तो ऑल द फंडामेंटल्स दे आर लाइंग ऑफ एथॉस इज देयर। कहते हैं कि एक यस्टरडे आई वाज गोइंग थ्रू ए सीरियल, तो कहती है कि कल मैंने बचपन में तुम्हें खींच के थप्पड़ मारा होता तो आज तेरे जबान से ना निकला होता। तो कहते हैं कि शी इज़ रेयरिंग वेल, बट अगेन शी इज़ स्लैपिंग लाइक एनीथिंग। माँ ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड, ए रिस्पेक्टेड पर्सोना, a confident persona. Nowadays a modern lady, at traditional पार्लर भी जाना है, मॉडर्निटी है, स्कूटी पे जाना है, स्कूल जाना है, सारे काम करने हैं। तो इट इज अ सॉर्ट ऑफ क्रिएशन ऑफ गॉड। शी इज अ फ्रेंड, शी इज अ फिलोसफर ऑफ हर हस्बैंड, a lady like Indira Gandhi, lady like Mao Bhandaranaike, first Prime Minister of Sri Lanka, Margaret Thatcher, and is one lady you can say from Israel, a great leader, great powerful leader of the, I'm forgetting her name. I was just fascinated about leadership qualities of that lady. Okay, so just all these things are correct. Because of ethos, because of culture, because of traditions, and that's why, or you can say, person is a complete man, complete woman. Nishkam karm, again I tell you, nishkam karm. Question is being asked, character of Lord Ram, character of Lord Krishna, character of, you can say, in what way Gandhi is influencing yourself, ideals of Gandhi. Nishkam karm, attachment and detachment. One thing you can say, Satyamev Jayate, it had been taken from Mandak Upanishad. सत्यमेव जयते, सत्य की विजय होती है। सत्य विचलित हो सकता है, सत्य पराजित नहीं हो सकता, हमेशा ध्यान रखिए। एंड इट हैज़ बीन टेकन फ्रॉम मंदक उपनिषद। लेट अस टॉक अबाउट निष्काम कर्म। वी हैव टॉक्ड अबाउट 4 पुरुषार्थ: धर्म, अर्थ, काम, मोक्ष। तो जस्ट थिंक your life, cherish your life, live your life in terms of 4 पुरुषार्थ। नंबर 1 धर्म पे चलो, नियमों का पालन करो, नियमों को, what your ideals are there, what your cultures are there, what your traditions are there, these are the, you can say, written or unwritten code of conduct to be followed by a country, followed by our family, followed by our society. Written or not written code of conduct, whatever legal system is coming from these dharmas and like but in case of like Hinduism, Hinduism is not a religion, it is a Hinduism means it is a way of life, रहने और रहने सहने की एक सभ्यता, culture, and it is movable, it is flexible, it is just like flowing water, it is just like flowing water. flowing water क्या होता है? फ्रेश होता है। जो पानी नदी का पानी है, रिवलेट्स का पानी होता है, हमेशा फ्रेश होता है। पॉन्ड का पानी जो है ना, पॉन्ड्स वाटर इज बीइंग रॉटन बिकॉज इट इज ए स्टैंड स्टिल। when it is moving like that, then oxygenation is there, several minerals and they are being mixing with the water. That's why if you just go through where inlet of where Gangotri is, Yamunotri is there, inlet of Gangotri means water is fresh, medicinal is there, sulfur is there, it is a rich like any medicine. But when it is after Haridwar, it is getting polluted. We people are polluting itself. Like if we want to cleanse the Ganges, just forget it. Don't touch Ganges. Don't touch. I am not like the way we are polluting it on the guise of the religion and on the guise of dharmas. Nowhere it is written that. And hardly few people were there, few in lakhs were, in millions were there, but we are now we are in billions, I tell you, and we are polluting to great extent when 10 or 15 crores people are taking bathe in the Ganges. What is happening? We are ultimately polluting our traditions and cultures like that. So it is not just we are not serious enough in case of cleansing the Ganges. Nowhere I tell you we are clear enough about this one. Again I tell you, character, we are just polluting it. We are people of a double standard. We are talking cherishing character, but nowhere there is a character. If character is intact enough, then it means character of the country is intact. आपका चरित्र का निर्माण कर लीजिए, हिंदुस्तान का निर्माण अपने आप हो जाएगा. We lack character, we lack value system, we lack ethos like that. Then धर्म अर्थ, धर्म के द्वारा अर्थ पैदा, धर्म के अर्थ, धर्म शुभ लाभ, शुभ कार्यों के द्वारा लाभ, प्रॉफिट, धर्म अर्थ, धर्म के द्वारा अर्थ किए गए काम, अंडर द पेरिफेरी vicinity, whatever you can say whatever bodily needs are there, whatever you can say this one, enjoy your life, whatever just things are there, enjoy with the nature, enjoy with whatever you can say with your kids are there, just play with kids, play with your sons and daughters and like other family members are there. And then after that a stage is reached, just detach, leave everything, निष्काम कर्म, detachment, moksha, dharma, arth, काम and moksha. Leave this world, and you must be pretty very honest to your can say karmas out there. अभी तक आपने क्या देखिए, एक बात है, धर्म है, अर्थ है, अर्थ जहाँ आता है अटैचमेंट इज टूवर्ड्स फेलियल रिलेशंस है, ये मेरी माँ है, ये मेरी पत्नी, ये मेरे बच्चे हैं, ये मेरे सब कुछ है, ये मेरा पैसा, ये मेरा घर. जस्ट लीव इट, गिव इट टू योर सन्स एंड डॉटर, गिव इट टू सोसाइटी. Come and for the sake of nation and society, leave everything else. Detachment, सब कुछ छोड़ दो. When Sikandar died, when Alexander was died, he said he said to his generals, tell to the whole world. सिकंदर खाली हाथ आया था, खाली हाथ गया. दुनिया से कहना कि सिकंदर खाली हाथ आया था और खाली हाथ गया, और मेरे ये दोनों हाथ कॉफिन से जो उसका जो वुडन कास्केट होता है ना, उसके हाथ बाहर रखने. ये कह के गया. कहते हैं कि ये पैसा किस लिए हम कलेक्ट करते हैं? जितनी ज़रूरतें, गांधी सेड दैट नेचर हैज गिवन फॉर योर नीड्स नॉट फॉर योर ग्रीड्स. एक्यूमुलेशन ऑफ मनी फॉर व्हाट, आई टेल यू. कभी देखा है कफन में, किसी कफन में एक जेब मिली है? देयर इज नो पॉकेट एट ऑल. देयर इज नो पॉकेट एट ऑल. देयर इज नो पॉकेट एट ऑल. ये पैसा कलेक्ट करके कहाँ ले जाओगे? कफन में जेब नहीं हुआ करती. तो जस्ट डिटैचमेंट, थिंक लाइफ इन टर्म्स ऑफ डिटैचमेंट. ये जिंदगी बहुत खूबसूरत है. कभी इससे अटैचमेंट किया था, सब कुछ अच्छा लगता था. अब इसको छोड़ दो. अपने और लोगों को जिम्मेदारी दे, फॉर द सेक ऑफ नेचर. क्षितिजल पावक गगन समीरा, पंच तत्व का बना शरीर. फाइव लॉर्ड्स ऑफ फाइव फोर्सेस ऑफ नेचर एंड वन लॉर्ड शिवा, लीडर ऑफ दिस फाइव फोर्सेस. एंड धर्म अर्थ काम एंड मोक्ष. तो जस्ट प्रिटी जस्ट थिंक इन योर लाइफ in terms of these four पुरुषार्थ. सत्य में उचरते. सजन रे झूठ मत बोलो, खुदा के पास जाना है, न हाथी है न घोड़ा है, यहाँ से पैदल ही जाना. डिटैचमेंट, स्पीक ट्रुथ. अटैचमेंट, भगवान से, संसार से भागे फिरते हो, भगवान को तुम क्या पाओगे? ये भोग भी एक तपस्या है, तुम त्याग के मारे क्या जानो. ये जो लाइफ है ना, अटैचमेंट, उसको भी जब एक जी भर के जियो अपनी लाइफ. अटैचमेंट. फिर एक बात ये होता है, यस, डिटैचमेंट. आपने देखा कि जो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी की वेव्स चलती हैं ना, वो ऐसे चलती हैं. जो साउंड है ना, ऐसे. अटैचमेंट, डिटैचमेंट, पॉजिटिव, negative. You just, the concept of निष्काम कर्म means action without attachment. Attachment and detachment. Detachment is निष्काम कर्म. Yes, कार्य करो समाज के लिए, बेहतर करो, 100% करो. And both action and work, fruit expected as like in case of Hindus holy work, and you can say everywhere. When Jesus was in last stage, he was knowing that somebody from my disciple will you can say will cheat me, and he will be my murderer. He was knowing because of detachment. जब आप कोई निष्काम कर्म होते हैं तो सिक्स सेंस आपके पास आ जाए. You are knowing what is my fate, and Jesus was knowing his fate, that one my disciple will cheat me, he will kill me, he will be murderer of me. Because of detachment. Lord Krishna's you can say philosophy. And then another one, like duty to act. It speaks about duty to act, but not right to claim. आपका देखिए, एक कहते हैं कि लक्ष्य पवित्र होना चाहिए, लेकिन रास्ता भी पवित्र, जो मीन्स है, रास्ता अडॉप्ट करते हैं, वो सही होना चाहिए. लक्ष्य सही था, रास्ते गलत थे. रास्ते सही थे, लक्ष्य गलत. तो मीन्स व्हाट योर डेस्टिनेशन, अल्टीमेट डेस्टिनेशन. आप कहते हैं कि आप जस्ट गो टू नेचर. जितने एनिमल्स हैं ना, फ्लोरा एंड फौना है ना, कभी वो कलेक्शन अपने लिए नहीं कहते हैं. अपने लिए कभी नहीं गए. एक फ्रूट लेडन ट्री है, फ्रूट लेडन ट्री, कम टूवर्ड्स अर्थ. कहते हैं बी लाइक फ्रूट लेडन ट्री. फल किसके लिए? दूसरों के लिए, अपने लिए नहीं, दूसरों के लिए. हनी भी है, हनी कलेक्ट करती है सेवरल, एंड यू कैन से मिलियंस ऑफ फ्लावर्स आर देयर ड्यूरिंग हर लाइफ फॉर somebody else. Water is not for rivers itself, ponds not water not for itself, for somebody else. Lakes are there, or you can say sun rays are there for, you can say, flora and fauna, because they are making food. You can say only nature is making food, and we are dependent on that. Several cycles are there. Carbon cycle, nitrogen cycle, I told you. Ozone cycle is there. Every thing has cycle. Water has a cycle in terms of, you can say, liquid, in terms of gas, in terms of solid, I tell you. It is being recycled. क्या है निष्काम कर नेचर इज हैज यू कैन से इम्प्लिसिट इट इज इम्प्लिसिट इन नेचर निष्काम काम अपना काम वो करती रहती है लेकिन करते क्या है वेयर वी आर वन ऑफ द डेंजरस एनिमल ऑफ द वर्ल्ड कहते हैं कि आदमी एक सोशल एनिमल है वेयर वी आर सोशल वी आर कटिंग एग्जिस्टेंस ऑफ ईच एंड एवरीबडी except our and ultimately when everything is not left we are fighting with each other internecine war is there why corona was there it has told us behave yourself I am there nature is great behave yourself a corona pandemic has told us that behave yourself my dear behave yourself and we were living in isolation. We cannot talk to our even filial relations and relatives like that. And deaths in crores, I tell you, all over the world, deaths in crores. Just see. It may be man-made, it may be natural, may be there. Floods are there, droughts are there. Nature is telling us, behave yourself. Behave yourself. I'm still there. Leave us. Whether Ganges are there, Yamuna is there, any Godavari is there, Narmada is there, or you can say Great Nile is there. And we, for the sake of our just selfish character, self is not bad enough, not negative. Incorporate others. Think of other. Earlier we were thinking about society, and we were part of society. When you will take care of society, ultimately what will happen? We will be progressing like when whole society will progress, we will progress. Everybody will progress like that. So earlier we were thinking about others, pararth plus swarth. Pararth ke baad swarth. Then my dear, what happened that? Self plus pararth. चलिए भाई अपने अलावा भी दूसरे का भला कर दीजिए लेकिन हम लोगों ने तो क्या है तो चलिए भाई थोड़ा सा औरों के लिए भी यहाँ भी बट नो परार्थ इज देयर नो आउट्स नो सोशल रिलेशंस नो then why corona, why natural calamities are again and again just telling us flash rains are there. फ्लैश रेन्स आर देयर महीने का भर का पानी एक दिन एक घंटे में बरस गया hills are breaking because of our misdeeds whatever we are committing mistakes in Kanpur it has impact on you can say hillside because we are cutting trees in the plains nature is balance itself nature is ideal one nature has a character but we don't have character. There were mangrove trees in the seashores of the you can say where seashores are there. We had cut down Sundarban ka delta. Sundar forest is just going down because of our misdeed, because glaciers are melting, ice is melting, because of global warming, because of climate change. Because of we don't have character, we are not obedient to nature, we are not obedient to God, because 5 gods they are coming from nature. Again I tell you, my dear, again corona was a great warning to us. Behave yourself. 23rd or 24th June, night of 23rd and in the morning of what happened? A great Sundarlal Bauguna died. He was a great in the age of 17 years he started the journey to protect the Himalayas, to protect the Pahars and hillside. He died. 5,000 kilometer yatra and travel he started. He fought for you can say pahads and in natures and water everywhere. And he died. Unknown, unsung, a warrior of nature, for the protection of nature, unsung, unknown. Several obituaries will come from leaders and political leaders, irresponsible. I say that these are irresponsible leaders, certainly. प्रोफेसर जीटी अग्रवाल कहते हैं कि गंगा, लोग कहते थे कि वो गंगा को जानते थे, गंगा उनको जानती थी, पहाड़ उनको जानते थे। सुंदरलाल बहुगुणा को पहाड़ जानते थे कि एक तो है। बट माय डियर, वी आर ए रिस्पॉन्सिबल सिटीजन ऑफ दिस प्लैनेट, बट वी आर मिसट्रीट्स। तो कोरोना वॉज ए ग्रेट वार्निंग, कोरोना वॉज ए ग्रेट वार्निंग। अगेन आई एम कमिंग टू निष्काम का इनर प्योरिफिकेशन। कहते हैं कि आजकल क्या है, योगा। योगा क्या है? आत्मशुद्धि, आत्मशुद्धि है क्या? खाक आत्मशुद्धि हो गई। इट became a part of lifestyle. 5-star culture, a new culture is created. We are learning yoga, and yoga products are coming. Or you can say great economy is being, you can say, just created around a yoga. Great Baba, you can say Baba Ram is doing a lot of business on the guise of yogas, and several are. You just go have a googling. Yoga economy is being created. Yoga economy, yoga food, yoga, you can say clothings are there, attire is there, carpets are there, beddings are there. Yoga. But my dear, misconstrued. कहते हैं इनर प्यूरिफिकेशन। कहते हैं आजकल क्या है कि सब ये ले लीजिए, डिटॉक्सिफिकेशन। जस्ट मेंटल डिटॉक्सिफिकेशन मस्ट बी कंडक्टेड। ये दिमाग से निकाल दीजिए। मेंटल, जस्ट डिटॉक्सिफाई योर ब्रेन, योर थिंकिंग, योर बिहेवियर, योर कर्मास आर देयर। तो दैट्स व्हाई दिस वन निष्काम कर्म इज देयर। नो अटैचमेंट, जस्ट थिंक इन टर्म्स ऑफ डिटैचमेंट। निष्काम कर्मास आर देयर। Detoxify yourself, your thinking, your brain. Then, my dear, Lord Krishna's ideal will be fulfilled. ये दुनिया बहुत अच्छी होगी, ये नेचर बहुत अच्छी होगी, हम सब बहुत अच्छे होंगे, कोई लड़ाई नहीं होगी, कोई झगड़ा नहीं होगा। This is the Niskamka. And then it is a bliss. It is a bliss which external relative and competitive rewards can never bring at all. जो कहते हैं दिल्ली, yes, there was a program of Lata Mangeshkar, great Lata Mangeshkar, and Dilip Saab was anchoring. उन्होंने कहा, उन्होंने एक कमेंट किया, एक एंकरिंग है, वंडरफुल एंकरिंग। कहते हैं जिस तरह बहती हुई नदियों का कोई, बहते हुए पानी का कोई मजहब नहीं होता है, एक बच्चे की खिलखिलाहट में कोई मजहब नहीं होता है, बच्चे की खिलखिलाहट का कोई मजहब नहीं होता है, बहती हुई हवाओं का कोई मजहब नहीं होता है। इसी तरह मौसीकी, संगीत का भी कोई मजहब नहीं होता। वो बॉर्डर क्रॉस कर जाता है, बॉर्डर क्रॉस कर जाता है, सरहदें लांघ जाता है। जस्ट जाइए आप कश्मीर की वादियों में, आज भी हब्बा खातून और बुल्ले शाह का संगीत गूंजता है। सुन सको तो सुन लो, लेकिन सवाल है ना वो सुनते हैं ना हम सुनते हैं, जंग जारी है, लोग मारे जा रहे हैं। अगर कहते हैं कि बुल्ले शाह को सुन लो और हब्बा खातून को सुन लो तो पूरी की जो ये लड़ाइयाँ बंद हो जाएं। कहते हैं बड़े गुलाम अली खान ने कहा था कि अगर हिंदुस्तान का हर बच्चा क्लासिकल संगीत सीखता, क्लासिकल संगीत सीखता तो मुल्क का बंटवारा ना होता। और वो हिंदुस्तान के बंटवारे में बहुत व्यथित थे, बहुत व्यथित। ठीक है कि कोई कार्य करते हैं, फल के आशा में काम करते हैं, कोई गलत बात नहीं, लेकिन सवाल है कि हम काम करेंगे, अच्छा कार्य करेंगे, फल मिले या नहीं मिले। हम पौधे लगाएंगे, फल मिले या नहीं मिले। किसी ने एक बुजुर्ग पौधे लगा रहे थे, आम के पौधे लगा रहे थे। उनसे एक किसी ने कहा कि बाबा, आप आम के पौधे तो लगा रहे हैं, क्या इन आम आप खा पाएंगे? तो बाबा ने कहा, दादा ने कहा कि अभी तक जो मैंने आम खाए, अभी तक जो मैंने फल खाए हैं, क्या वो पेड़ मैंने लगाए थे? मैं तो लगा रहा हूं। आने वाली पीढ़ी, आने वाले जो हमारी पीढ़ी होगी, बच्चे होंगे, समाज होगा, आवाम होगा, वो खाएंगे। और ये प्रक्रिया, ये जो ट्रेडिशन है, ये कल्चर है, निरंतर निरंतर जारी रहनी चाहिए। अगर हम पानी बचाएंगे तो मेरे बच्चों को पानी मिलेगा। अगर हम पौधे लगाएंगे तो हमारे बच्चों को स्वच्छ वातावरण मिलेगा। कलाम साहब कहते हैं, गिलहरी चली गई, तितली चली गई, सब कुछ चला गया, लेकिन एक अगर पेड़ लगा दो, एक पेड़ लगा तो गिलहरी भी वापस आएगी, तितली भी वापस आएगी, चिड़िया भी वापस आएगी, स्पैरो भी वापस आएगी। निष्काम कर्म, नेचर क्या है? निष्काम कर्म पे बेस्ड है। वो अपना काम करती है, चलती रहती है, कि निरंतर कहते हैं कंटिन्यूटी में वो अपना काम करती रहती। चरावते चरावते चरावते, चला चल चला चल चला चल चला चल। तो माय डियर, हम अपना कार्य करते रहें करते रहें करते रहें करते रहें। Like avoid certain you can say negative things in our life. Like somebody said whatever about your mindset, about your attitude. Like attitude is either positive or negative. Positive or negative. It is 100%. It is never passive. So my dear, have a positive attitude. It will save energy, it will save society, it will save country, it save planet to great extent. Just have an analysis of our mindset, self-analysis. What our strengths are, what our opportunities, what our threats are there, what our weaknesses are. First think yourself, think ourselves. Me too, Nishkam Kar, Lord Krishna said. He hadn't asked about any miracle in life. He believed in the theory of karmas. Theory of karma.